So this morning, the Air Jordan 4 Vivid Sulfur officially released across retailers and the Nike Sneakers app. And on the Nike Sneakers app, they do put out a good amount of pairs, something like 243,000 pairs just on the Nike Sneakers app alone. And at this current time, the sneaker is sitting, which is what a lot of people were sort of predicting when it comes to this one. Now, it's a women's release. They didn't drop it in full family sizing. They didn't drop it in extended sizing. So a lot of people that may have wanted to pick this sneaker up were just left out in the cold with this one because they just didn't make the size. Now, a lot of people seem to just kind of be on the fence with this one because, if you like Air Jordan 4s, this one probably sort of tugged at the heartstrings a little bit because, it was a clean looking shoe. It's definitely a sneaker that I personally like. The more I see it, the more I like the shoe. But, I'm trying to be a little bit more picky, a little bit more choosy, right? Because, I got Air Jordan 4 Lightnings. I got Air Jordan 4 Thunders. I'm also from Pittsburgh, so I got a ton of black and yellow sneakers. And this one right here, even though I like it, I really went down to the wire all day. I mean, KB Kicks, he hit me up and asked me if I was copping the sneaker. I was literally just staring at, the Nike Sneakers app, sort of just trying to make a decision on it. But at the end of the day, I just kind of felt like, I'll just sit back, wait, see what happens. I might cop these later. This might be one of those sneakers that I reach back for. But, it's not a sneaker that I really need. We got military blues coming here pretty soon. And there's a lot of other sneakers that are coming out in the future that I would rather, spend my money on that I feel like is more beneficial to me, or sneakers that, I really want to get rather than buying these at this current time. But if you copped them this morning, let me know down in the comment section if you guys picked them up or if you just let them go, or did you just hate the sneaker all the way around. But this is an Air Jordan 4. I do expect it to sell out. It's going to take some time with this one, maybe like a week or so, but I do think that this sneaker is probably going to sell out probably sooner rather than later. And then we've been hearing a bunch of information about what's going to be dropping in 2025, which is sort of exciting. And I do want to give a shout out to Z Sneakerhead and Sneaker Files, for continuing to put that work in for us to give us this information. But we are getting the Air Jordan 5 Metallic Blacks in 2025, which is an OG colorway. It's a sneaker that I definitely want for my personal collection. And I think the last time we saw this was 2016, and then there was like a 2011 pair and a 2007 pair, if I remember correctly. And those pairs had the 23 on the heel, and I hope that this one does as well, but who really knows what's going to happen with it. As far as I know, this is not going to be a reimagined Air Jordan 5, but I definitely need at least 2 pairs of this. It's a must cop. It's one of the better Air Jordan 5s as far as like the OG colorways go, in my personal opinion. So it's definitely a must cop, double up sneaker for me. And I think when it comes to this one, I think the black metallic is a lot of people's favorite Air Jordan 5. So this one right here, I think is going to be great. It's going to bring a lot of attention to Jordan Brand as far as the releases go. I just don't know when it's going to be releasing right now. It could be dropping in the summer. It could be dropping, for holiday time. They seem to really scrunch up a lot of those releases for holiday time, like each and every single year now. So hopefully, whenever they drop them, they do make a good amount of pairs of these, because we are hearing that they're going to be sort of cutting the amount of pairs that they're making. They're going to be cutting stock, into 2024 and into 2025, just because they've been making a whole bunch of pairs of sneakers and they're not really selling with these very, very high stock numbers. So when it comes to some of these releases that we're hearing about, I hope that they do make enough pairs that we're all able to at least get 1 pair for retail. More good news about 2025, we're going to be seeing the return of the Air Jordan 12 Flu game for the first time since 2016. And personally for me, man, I'm really excited about this. This is a straight grail for me. I definitely need to get this sneaker in my collection. And I hate to keep saying this, but I need at least a double up of this. But, when you look at the Air Jordan 12 Flu game, I mean, he wore this during one of his most classic, iconic moments when he had the flu. He was throwing up. You know what I mean? They didn't know if he was going to play. Scottie Pippen had to hold him up. But he had an incredible game. And then later we came to find out via The Last Dance that he actually had food poisoning from a pizza that he ordered. But that doesn't change anything when it comes to this sneaker right here. I mean, this is going to be a sneaker that everybody wants to pick up. I hope that they make enough pairs of this sneaker, because even though the Air Jordan 12 might not be as popular as like Jordan 4s, Jordan 3s, or even Air Jordan 1s for that matter, everybody's going to want a pair of Air Jordan 12 Flu games whenever they drop in 2025. I just hope that they make enough pairs. And also this morning, Z Sneakerhead posted an on-feet look of the Almo Jordan Air Jordan 3 that's scheduled to drop later on in 2024. Now, When I originally saw the first image of this sneaker, we were talking about it on the live stream last night, I really thought that the sneaker looked horrible. You know what I mean? Definitely was not a fan of it. I was sort of disappointed at what this sneaker was going to look like, because I was, you know, been looking forward to, you know, whatever they were going to do with this. You know, I've been a really big fan of what Almo Jordan has been doing over the past couple of years, but, you know, some of these releases, they kind of seem unnecessary, or they lack the creativity that I feel like they had at the very beginning, you know. And it's not that I don't like Almo Jordan sneakers, like the Jordan collaborations, because I do, but like I feel like the more that they're dropping them, the less creative that they're doing. This one right here, it just looks a lot like a black version of the original Air Jordan 3 Almo Jordan that they gave us. But then we have, you know, like the Black Cement 3 vibe on it, you know, basically just looks like a Black Cement 3 with suede elephant print, you know, wherever we would get the elephant print, there's like some suede there, which to me doesn't really look good. But you do get the Almo Jordan on the tongue. It does look like a normal tongue. And this does come with the quilted sock liner, which is a staple for the Almo Jordan collabs. Like, that's always a nice touch. At first glance, man, you know, honestly, I'm really not that excited about it. I'm sort of just disappointed that it just doesn't have that kind of forward thinking that, you know, I kind of felt like, that I think a lot of us kind of felt like Almo Jordan was doing, you know, where they just were just doing something a little bit different. This right here, I don't know, just kind of feels unnecessary. I'm not saying I ain't gonna cop. I'm not saying that I don't reserve the right to change my mind, because, you know, obviously, you know, when we actually get the sneaker in hand, you know, it could be really, really great. You know, I'm not sitting here trying to bash it or anything like that. Just my first thought of this sneaker was more disappointment, if anything else. But, you know, definitely let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this. Will this be a cop for you? Are you passing on this one as well? Also, we're going to be getting an Air Jordan 4 Almo Jordan, which just looks like a, you know, inverted version of the Air Jordan 4 that they put out about 2 years ago. So, you know, when it comes to the Almo Jordans for Air, you know, 2024, I'm just not as excited about it as I thought I was going to be. But let me know how you guys feel down in the comment section below. But guys, if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet already subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for me on that road to 15,000 subscribers. And at 15K, I'm going to be giving away any sneaker, any size, up to $500 in value whenever we hit that milestone. So you guys can help me get there by sharing these videos out, let everybody know what we got going on over here. And I'll see you in the next video real soon. I'm out. Peace. For more sneaker content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.